Hello friends, welcome in this session. We are going to learn about calcium channel blockers. So what are calcium channel blockers? There are four types of calcium channels according to their locations and functions, and three types of according to their receptors operated. The sodium calcium exchanger, strength operated and voltage operated, which are the transient, neuronal and long duration slowly acting. And the one we can block is the L type of voltage operated calcium channels, which are located in the cellular membrane of the heart and smooth muscles. So calcium channel blockers are the blocking the calcium release. So mechanism of action. The influx of calcium ion through these channels leads to the membrane depolarization and initiates or strengthens the muscle contractions. The calcium channel blockers blocks the inward movement of the calcium by binding to the thiol, the L type of calcium channels. This causes muscle relaxation and suppresses cardiac or blood vessels activity. The channel can exist in one of the three conformations. There is a resting state. In normal tissues, an ion channel will most likely be in this state. The channel blocker cannot reach its receptor site. Second, open or activated state. The calcium ion can passes. Also, the blocker now has access to its binding site. And third state is that is inactive state. This is a refractory to the further depolarization. Calcium ion cannot pass through the channel, nor will be the drug. Depending on the lipid solubility of the drug, it can still have access to its binding site to the phospholipid bilayer. The common side effects of this calcium channel blockers includes constipation, nausea, headache, rashes, edema, that is swelling of the legs with the fluids, low blood pressure, drowsiness, and dizziness. So first of all, the first calcium channel blocker that is dihydropyridines. Nifedipine is the prototype of this two group. Amlodipine and 3-phenolidipine are second generation of 1,4-dihydropyridine derivatives. They have a greater selectivity for vascular smooth muscles than the myocardial tissues than nifedipine. First of all, nifedipine it reduces the heart's workload by relaxing the smooth muscles and widening the lumen of the blood vessels, arteries, and veins. It is used to treat hypertension or high blood pressures and angina pectoris, that is chest pain. The structural activity relationship of the nifedipine. The 1,4-dihydropyridine ring is essential for the activity. The carbon 2 and carbon 6 is substituted with the alkyl group, have a role in the duration of actions, while the carbon 3 and 5 have carboxylic group that must be protected with the ester functional groups. Carbon 4 has an aromatic ring with the electron withdrawing group. So these are the essential requirements for the structural activity. Second class, that is benzothiazepines. The example is a diltiazem. It's the only member of this class. Its action is due to its water solubility, as it reaches the binding site by hydrophilic pathway when the calcium channel is open. It has a direct negative inotropic effect and positive chronotropic effect on the heart, that is a decreased oxygen demand. So it has an anti-anginal, antiarrhythmic and antihypertensive activity like the phenylalkylamines. It is contraindicated in case of any allergic reactions to any form of diltiazem in past kidney diseases, liver diseases and other diseases of heart or blood vessels. Diltiazem can interact with the grapefruit and grapefruit juices, and the interaction may have a dangerous effect. So the diltiazem passes into the breast milk and may affect the nerves in infants. Major side effects include dizziness and drowsiness. The next class is the phenylalkylamines. Example from this class is verapamil. It is a prototype of this class, and its water solubility that makes it reaches the binding site by hydrophilic pathway when the channel is open. It has a direct negative inotropic effect and positive chronotropic effect on the heart, that it decreases oxygen demand. It has an anti-anginal, antiarrhythmic and antihypertensive activity. It is mainly contraindicated in the patients with the CHF due to the negative inotropic effect. Now the next class uh, of the anti-angiogenic drug, that is a beta adrenergic antagonist, or we can say that is beta blockers. So the beta adrenergic antagonist, beta blockers, are the preferred first choice treatment for helping the to prevent angina. They make the heart beat slower and with the less force. This means that the demand of blood oxygen is reduced after the exercise, so angina is prevented or occurs less frequently. Most common side effects of these beta blockers include tiredness, cold hands and feet, slow heartbeat, diarrhea, nausea. Less common side effects of the beta blockers include sleep disturbances, nightmares, and impotence. It is contraindicated in asthma, chronic pulmonary obstruction disorders, which is a chronic long-term lung diseases. Now, first class from the beta blocker, that is a non-selective beta blockers. This class is contraindicated in the patients with the bronchoplastic diseases, that is asthma and diabetes, as it suppresses insulin release. They have a negative inotropic effect, that is reduces the contractility of the myocardium, and negative chronotropic effect, that it decreases heart rate. A non-selective beta blockers include example propranolol, that is a common popular brand name is Inderal. It's the prototypical beta blocker. Propranolol is mainly used in the treatment of the hypertension. It is a lipid soluble, so have a CNS side effects as a dizziness, confusion, and depression. Structural activity relationship of the beta blockers, that is propranolol. The 1-hydroxy group is essential for hydrogen bonding. The secondary amino group is essential for the ionic bonding, and the branching of the and the extension of the carbon chain are beneficial for fitting to the hydrophobic pocket. The second class from the beta blocker is a beta selective blockers. Example atenolol. Atenolol is used in the treatment of the high blood pressure used to relieve the angina and in heart attack patients to help prevent additional heart attacks. It is also used to correct irregular heartbeat, prevent migraine, headaches, and to treat tremors. The structural activity relationship of the atenolol is a prototype of class. One common feature of this class is presence of para substituent of sufficient size on the aromatic ring, along with the absence of the M substituent, meta substituents. So, alternative medicines for the anti-anginal drugs. There is a supplement that may help to improve your angina treatment include L-arginine, N-carnitine. For, for this purpose, you need a doctor's advice. Thank you.